If you're considering moving to Phoenix and not sure what all the different neighborhoods and suburbs of Phoenix are and trying to locate which ones are truly the best for you, I think this video is going to be perfect to help you navigate which is going to be the best neighborhood for you. These are the top 7 neighborhoods around Phoenix, and we are actually doing just Phoenix itself. So it's got to have a Phoenix address. Phoenix has a pretty large urban sprawl where we got tons of cities surrounding it. We are specifying just Phoenix addresses today, which is by far the largest city in the Phoenix area in Maricopa County, so there's going to be quite a few options to pick from, and this is probably going to be more ideal depending on what you're looking for in the housing type. If you don't mind being on the outskirts and want something more on the outskirts for much more affordable, then this video may not be perfect for you, although there will be one option that I think could be a good fit. But most of these are going to be people that want to live inside Phoenix, have some decent access to things to do, and also have a great community. So these aren't going to be in any particular order. Some of them may be better for you or better for someone else. You'll probably kind of figure out which ones are a little bit nicer just simply by the actual price of the community, the price of the homes and the community, and also that's going to tell you a little bit about how central they are, and the price is going to tell you how nice they're going to be. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first one I want to talk about is Desert Ridge. So this is up more northern Phoenix, about the most east you can go in the Phoenix area, just bordering Scottsdale, and that's why this one's going to make this list. Desert Ridge is a very nice community itself. It's got nice homes in it. It's got tile roofs, which kind of signifies it's a little bit on the newer end, likely built in the 90s or newer. And they still have new builds available in Desert Ridge. So you have a nice community. It's got, paths walking through it. It's got nice little green patches throughout the communities. But the big bonus of this one is not only are you getting a nice house and possibly a brand new house, but you have access to the Desert Ridge Marketplace, which is one of the nicer and better shopping centers around Phoenix. It is massive. It has everything you want, whether it's daily use items like the grocery store, pharmacy, or Target, Ross, those places, but also tons of different shopping and lots of great restaurants inside the Desert Ridge Marketplace as well. It's a very luxury feel to it when you drive around it and when you walk through the actual shopping center itself. It's kind of an outdoor mall. It's got a movie theater in it, so much going on right inside of Desert Ridge. If you live in the community, it's 5 minutes away, probably even walking distance from a lot of these homes as well. But along with this, the location, you are right up against the 101 freeway, and so if you work in Scottsdale, you're going to have such easy access to where you're working. The 101 is kind of the main freeway that gives you access to anything in Scottsdale, and so you're right up against that. And although you are a Phoenix address, this is a pretty popular spot for people that actually work inside of Scottsdale or visit there quite a bit. So whether you're visiting Scottsdale for all the entertainment or working there, you're probably going to be within a 20-minute drive if you're at the Desert Ridge Marketplace, and you're not going to pay as primo prices as some of the more central Scottsdale areas. The median sale price in Desert Ridge is $926,000, which is going to be on the higher end of most of the communities in this list, but for good reason. Its location is fairly prime. You got nice houses, you have such great amenities nearby, and it's definitely going to make the list. Before we go further, I do want to mention I have this free moving to Phoenix guide, so if you're thinking of moving here or live here and just don't know much about Phoenix, it's kind of everything I wish I knew before I moved here about 8 years ago. It's just a breakdown of all the things that people living in Phoenix kind of do or know about the city, like the different streets, the different sayings, and it also breaks down every different city in the Phoenix area. So if you want that guide, it's totally free. Just email me. My email is on the screen. All of these communities are going to be on there as well. So you'll get a little bit better understanding from this video, but that breakdown will help you as well. So the next one I want to talk about is Ahwatukee, and this is a pretty popular spot because it's typically rated one of the #1 places to live in Phoenix. And why is that? Well, for one, its location. It is just below South Mountain, so it's about as south as you can go in the actual Phoenix area in terms of housing, and that makes it going to be a fairly quiet community. It's going to have a lower crime rate in it, and it also has amazing mountain views in this community. So because you're right up against the base of South Mountain, many homes have amazing views, and while you're driving around the community, you see mountain views. So where most of Phoenix, you don't have too many views to choose from unless you're on the outskirts. This one, you get some nice mountain views, and you are still fairly centrally located. You are southern, so you're going to be fairly south, but you're very close to Chandler, which has some nice things to do in it, and you're also not too far from downtown Phoenix. So it's got a pretty optimal location, and the housing is fairly nice down there. It's a nice community, master planned community feel to it, where homes are going to be built in the 90s to 2000s. You won't find any new builds there anymore. But this community is fairly established. There is a newer section of it, the Foothills section, which is a little bit higher priced, a nicer community. But they've got great golfing down there. They've got a nice shopping center right within the community itself. And it's just overall a nice feel to the community. It has a little bit of a slower pace lifestyle to many of the different areas of Phoenix, while still being fairly family friendly, while still having walking paths and parks and things to do right nearby it. So it's a slower lifestyle while not being on the outskirts, and I think that's a pretty nice pro to it. The median sale price is $552,000 in Ahwatukee, so to me that's a pretty good value for what you're getting in terms of location and the housing you could expect down there. Next up, and this is going to be the most coveted option on this list, is going to be Arcadia. This is probably the most desired community in all of Phoenix itself, with a Phoenix address, and its median sale price is $4.5 million. So you're going to tell that this is a pretty nice spot. You have amazing homes in this community, and there are a few unique features about Arcadia that make it so desirable and make it so expensive to live in. For one, the location. It's about as optimal as you can get. You are right against the base of Camelback Mountain, which is our highest peak in the Phoenix area, and it also provides pretty gorgeous views. So anywhere near Camelback is going to be a little bit higher priced, and you're right up against the base there. So just about every home, whether it's in the front yard or backyard, is going to have pretty perfect views of Camelback Mountain and of course driving through. A few other things that make it unique is, well, just the community outlook of it. It's very green in Arcadia, which you don't get in Phoenix, right? We are a hot place in a desert. It feels like this is a Southern California community with how green it is. There are tons of houses with real grass in their front yard. That's very popular. Large trees in it, overlaning the street, just very green in a community that you don't expect it to be in Phoenix, and that makes it very rare. And most of these homes are on larger lots, at least a quarter of an acre, with plenty of options over an acre as well. So you got these large, lush lots in them, and you have massive homes. This is the other thing that's rare, especially in the more central Phoenix area. Most of these homes are going to be over 5,000 square feet. The average home size is over 6,000 square feet here in Arcadia. So these are massive homes on large lots, lush greenery in a prime location. You're just 10 minutes to the airport, 10 minutes to Old Town Scottsdale, 15 minutes to Tempe. It's about as perfect of a location you can get. All the best dining and shopping are right at your fingertips here, and you're getting a pretty amazing house with a gorgeous lot as well. So you can tell it's a pretty unique spot, very coveted, and you want to be inside of the actual Arcadia that I'm talking about. There is an Arcadia Light. Not that this is a bad community at all. It's just the light version of the real Arcadia, I guess. So it's a big deal to truly live in the subdivision of Arcadia in Phoenix. The next option, we're going up north to Stetson Hills, and this is just north of the 101, still in Phoenix. We're bordering up against Peoria with this community, but this is a very nice community. It's got a really great outlook to it, pretty popular for families because it's a quieter community. You are just a bit off the 17 freeway, but close enough within 10 minutes where you can still have pretty easy access. If you do work in downtown or Scottsdale, it's going to be a little bit more of a drive than the others we've mentioned so far, but you're getting a really nice community with newer homes built in the last 20 years, and the community itself just has a nice outlook to it. It's going to have nice walking paths. It's going to have some more open land than some of these other places we've mentioned, where just at the outskirts of the areas you're going to have walking trails up through mountains, and there are tons of walking paths through the community. It just has a really nice feel to it. There's some great schools up near Stetson Hills as well, so this is definitely a popular area, and I see this continuing to grow as the TMC plant, which is the huge chip manufacturer. It's just north of where Stetson Hills is, and I think Stetson Hills is going to be one of the biggest benefactors of growth from that plant, as those high income engineers are continuing to move into the chip manufacturer. That place is supposed to be massive. I don't even think it's close to the actual size, and it is huge already. So as that continues to grow, I think Stetson Hills is going to be a big benefactor in terms of prices. I'm expecting to see some good appreciation in Stetson Hills. And as far as things to do, you do have some, shopping and groceries, within 5 minutes of your house. But if you go about 10, 15 minutes to Norterrra, that's a nice big shopping center. They got a movie theater, they got some entertainment, they got some cool restaurants and bars all right there. So you do have some nice entertainment, although it's going to be a little bit more more on the outskirts than kind of the other places we've mentioned so far. The next one, we are going to the furthest outskirts, and if you want something that's going to be your best value for getting an extremely nice community with great amenities, I'm talking about Anthem. This is about as north as you can go, and it's kind of odd because their actual address sometimes says Anthem, but it truly is a suburb of Phoenix. Anthem itself is not a city. It is a suburb, a community of the Phoenix area, and this is a gorgeous community for many reasons. And its biggest pro is that it is very centered around families and a slower lifestyle for people that want to build community and want to get to know people. It has this massive park inside of it. The best park I've seen in the Phoenix area. I played softball in my church league up at this park because of how nice it is. All the features it has to it. It's got a bunch of softball fields, baseball fields for kids, but the park itself, I just haven't seen anything like it. It has a train driving through the park. It's got grass everywhere in it. It has multiple lakes that you can fish in. It's got water fountains, a splash pad. Of course, it's got a jungle gym, multiple jungle gyms actually. It is a huge park and it is gorgeous. It is one of the few places in Phoenix that is just so green with mountain views. It's just very serene up there. You don't have many experiences like that in Phoenix, and that is the biggest pro to Anthem in my opinion. It is that park, and you get to live within 5 minutes of it. I think that's just such a huge plus to that community. And you do get some nicer housing. Most of the homes built in the last 10 to 20 years, so it's going to be modern floor plans, tile roofs. They obviously have other parks in there as well. They have a huge community center as well. Another thing that you just don't see in many places is a community center where it's got a rock climbing wall. They got fitness classes. They've got a huge pool in the back where there's lap lanes. There's kind of the resort style pool, and they've even got water slides in this pool. So as you can tell, it's very family centered up in Anthem, and there's a lot of pros to it. There's some great mountain views up there as well. So many homes have that option. There's even a gated country club up in Anthem, which is one of the more luxury places in Phoenix as well, where you have amazing views of either the golf course or the mountains, most likely, the homes up there, and those are some gorgeous homes in the country club area. So the Anthem is definitely one of the better values, in my opinion, for what all you're getting with their median sale price at $547,000 and even options under $500,000. That's a pretty amazing value, in my opinion, for the age of the house, the style of the house, and all the community amenities that you get with it. The next option, it's a little bit trickier to explain, I guess, is that it's kind of this central Phoenix area right around Lookout Mountain. And it's difficult because there's not exactly a master planned communities. All these others are planned to some extent, and they're more master planned with pretty easy describers. But there's really three different areas. It's Lookout Mountain, it's Moon Valley, it's Desert Vistas. All these different areas, they aren't necessarily communities, but this central location has some cool things to it that make it unique and maybe what you're looking for. And that's if someone wants to be very central, right? You're just against the 51 freeway, also pretty close to the 17, just depending on where you are in this map. You can see the picture of the map right here just so you can understand what I'm talking about. And it's not very defined lines because it does cross paths a little bit from one area to the next. But overall, you are getting some cool housing in this community, and that's what makes it kind of make my list as a nice place to live, is you are getting some housing you don't get in most of Phoenix while still being in a fairly low crime rate area compared to the rest of Phoenix. So you have more unique housing. You're going to find housing with some larger lots in it, some ability to build an ADU in the backyard, or to do some nice upgrades to your house without worried about an HOA. This is almost all no HOA areas. You have some homes that back up against the mountain or even on the mountain slightly and overlooking the city. So you have unique home options here, and it's still being a very nice area, somewhere where you can still feel like you can, go on walks around the community. There's plenty of hiking paths around because you're just against the mountains. You've got some cool restaurants there, kind of more unique to Phoenix restaurants right around this area as well. So it's a pretty nice place to live, especially if you want to be in the middle of things to do, have unique housing, not feel like you're kind of in that cookie cutter neighborhood. This is going to be a great option for you, and there's definitely going to be plenty of home styles from very small places with large lots to all the way massive homes up against the mountains. So it's a unique place to live, and I think it just had to make my list for breaking up the options. Most of these are all master planned communities that are a little bit more cookie cutter, where this one is kind of the opposite of that, and someone that's looking for someone a little bit more special. And the last community I want to talk about is Norterrra. It is up north north in Phoenix, just above the 101 and right up against the 17. This has many of the similar pros to Stetson Hills that we were talking about, except that it is newer with plenty of new builds still going on there. The difference is its median sale price is about $100,000 more at $645,000. So that's mostly paying for the actual age of the homes there. You're getting a 10 to 15 year newer house, and these are very nice houses. They have a few different communities within them, so some are going to be a little bit lower price where you're getting smaller lots, where the more standard lots are going to be closer to that 645 number. But you got some great amenities up there. You got a community pool, you got a community center where if you got a big group you can go hang out there. But really the location is a big plus as well. You are right next to the Norterrra shopping center, which is a large brand new basically shopping center. It's got restaurants in it, it's got a movie theater, it's got all the shopping you want to do right within 5-10 minutes of your house. So to me that's a big pro, and you're getting one of the lower crime rate areas in Phoenix because you are up north more, a little bit more separate from the actual downtown area, which you've probably noticed that just about all these communities are fairly far from the downtown, the closest one being Arcadia, which is a very luxurious community, but most of the areas within 15-20 minutes of downtown Phoenix, they're just going to be a little bit more of a higher crime rate area. A lot of them are going to be no HOA communities, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just more common that you're going to find some more rundown houses in those because they're not as well upkept as most of the places with an HOA. So Norterrra is going to fit that bill as somewhere I definitely recommend to most of my clients as a place that they should be looking to move to, especially if they want to be in a more northern area, care a little bit more about the niceness of the home than the centrality of the actual location. So those are my 7 most recommended communities in Phoenix, especially if someone's coming to me from out of state, they don't know anything about it. These are the places that I'm recommending to people. And now maybe you have a different opinion. Let me know if I missed, I'm sure I did, missed your favorite community. Let me know which one that is in the comments. I am a realtor here in Phoenix. If you want help moving into one of these communities or anywhere in Phoenix, would happy to help you out. My name's Trevor Bragg. I am a realtor. My email and number on the screen. Thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos about living in Phoenix.